Hello. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a good lunch and all of that. Welcome back. And yeah, hope you guys are good. What is going on? We've got a little bit of a later Monday interview, but a good one. This has been a white whale of ours for a minute.
Well, now that we said it, we curse ourselves.
I know, right? I didn't say it yet, though. I didn't say it.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, man, I'm blaming myself. I said it.
No.
I said it on the OG recap today. I don't know.
Okay, there we go. Try to get that going. Who all's in here? Oh, Paloma Blue had Jeff's bagel run for lunch. What, Paloma, what kind of bagel did you eat? I got a new favorite. Maisie likes loaded baked potato the best, and I figured out why. It's because the whole, they fill it with bacon.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, of course you'd like that one, man.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It is. It's a better bagel. When you fill the whole bagel hole full of bacon, it's a better bagel. I like the one that I get at Jeff's the most of the time now is the pepper jack everything.
Yeah.
Because they do the everything, and then they put the cheese over it, and then the cheese holds the stuff on the bagel.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fall off. It's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
You put the cheese to hold the seasoning on the bagel.
They do a fabulous job.
They do. We should have bought one.
Jeff's got the goods. I know.
Bought a Jeff's bagel run. Can't afford it now. Too expensive.
Well, we need
$1 million. Who's got $1 million for us?
We can.
Would
me and you can scrounge it together?
We could scrounge $1 million.
Yeah, but it's all we got.
It would be everything my mom died. It's great for, right? It would be give you all of it.
Yeah, it would be
give you everything.
I'd have to take some equity out of my house.
I'd have to take a loan.
Well, no, you just take the equity. You took a home equity loan. You could take a home equity loan.
I want to take a home equity loan all the time, and my wife won't let me take any.
We'll borrow against our 401ks.
My wife is against all loans. She's against borrowing money.
Well, she doesn't
and
know.
She's against
business.
She's against credit cards.
Oh, my God.
She's against...
That's how business is done. You borrow from one person, then you pay the other person back with the money you borrowed from the one person. Yeah. And then you just keep doing that
until you die.
Yeah, over and over. And then when you die, they can't come after you.
But they can come after your kids. But I'm dead. I don't care.
Yeah. You cease to exist.
Come after my kids. What are they going to do? I only got one kid.
No, it dies with you. That's the thing. Your debt dies with you. That's the good thing about a debt.
Debt.
Oh no.
That's the good thing about debt is it dies with you. The good thing about death is it kills your debt.
It doesn't transfer on to your kids or anything.
Who's got the... Let's have a contest to see which one of our listeners has the most debt. And then the winner gets a trophy.
Yeah. And it's the old Shark Week trophy.
Yeah, you get a Shark Week trophy. What do you think of that? What do you think of my idea?
I like it. Some of the stories are going to be real sad, though.
The majority of them, I would imagine.
But the good thing about debt is there's always bankruptcy.
True.
You know?
True.
It's the great reset.
What is this? Oh, I forgot I did this. Okay, I got to fix
There's no debtor's prison either. So what they going to, can't do anything to you. You just can't ever borrow money again.
Internet.
Which keeps some of the finer things in life away.
Guess 2 is here. Yep, that's it. Yes. Yes. Oh, gotta remove that. Border. Yep. Add this. This is day. Browse. Where is it? Downloads. There it is.
Everything was still set up from the fantasy stuff, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's fine. It's fine. I'm so much better at not letting it stress me out now because I'm better at using this computer. So I don't get as like antsy about stuff being all weird or whatever because it's not as weird. Oh, I got him.
All right.
Let me put him in. Man, I thought you jinxed it, but you didn't. All right.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, Aaron? How are you? Thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on.
Oh man, anytime. This is like you are our white whale, pun intended. Like we've been wanting to talk to you for we're huge fans. First of all, we'll get our geeking out of the way, but you provide us with a necessary chuckle
from a long time ago. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
But Aaron, your last name is pronounced Stasiak.
Stasiak, yep,
okay.
That's right.
All right,
perfect.
Right.
Look at that. We look like pros. Okay, Mr. Van, would you like to begin?
Yep.
Here we go. And you can hear okay? Are you good?
Oh, yeah, all's good on my end, man.
Perfect.
And we're going to air this. I mean, it's going to be live on our Twitch channel, but we're going to air it for radio and our podcast on the actual Labor Day. We're calling it kind of Labor Day special because that's the biggest boating day.
Yeah, we've been out there.
Yeah, it'll be a shit show on the water.
Yes. All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I am Tom.
I am Dan. This is a big deal because we have a guest, and we've been wanting to talk to this guy for a very long time.
Well, since it's Labor Day, and Labor Day is one of the biggest boat days of the year.
And you, Captain Tom, may or may not have put my family in peril on the water
many times.
Multiple Labor Days.
I think that's why we're fans of this social media and this gentleman for starting the social media, but we got the founder and CEO of Qualified Captain, Aaron Stasiak, on the Zoom with us. How you doing, Aaron?
Good, brother. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. First of all, thank you so much. We know you're super busy. We know the site is extra popular, and all the social media is, it's cranking because if you're in Florida, you live in Florida, and you like being on the water, there's no way you don't know about the Qualified Captain.
And the Labor Day weekend is your Black Friday, right?
It's kind of the ending to the season, I mean, at least for the Northeast. But then it's kind of funny because we're worldwide, and then then Australia turns on, right? Because they're going in their summer season. So I'm starting to get content from there, and yeah, man, no, it's been a busy summer though. We've been traveling all over the place and a lot going on.
So, Aaron, tell us about how Qualified Captain started.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny, man. It was kind of just a total joke. This is way back in 2016 before Instagram and Facebook was big like it is now. These people are making me included, I'm making a living off of it. But I was just started this page as a joke. Me and my buddies worked on the water. I was a captain. I was a towboat captain on the water, and I worked at a marina. And we just had a group text of just funny content, man, of people just doing dumb shit on the water. And I just I had so much content where I started this page, and it went from like 5,000 followers to 10,000, and then now we're at 1.2 million, which is crazy to say. But,
congrats, man.
So it literally just started as a group text and like sharing funny videos to your friends?
Yeah. So I had a bunch of videos on my phone and just posting them, every once in a while, and people had an interest in it. And then now, the videos started coming to me. So people would message me, hey, I got a good one for you, blah, blah, blah. And then I started selling hats and T-shirts just to see, all right, maybe it'll work. And yeah, man, my sister's a graphic designer. So she comes up with all the designs, all the funny, like the boat ramp champ design and all that stuff. And yeah, man, this is where we are now in 2005 or 2025. Shit, it's crazy.
That's wild, man.
Where'd the name come from?
So the name, we were thinking about it when I worked at a marina. We were all like, a couple of buddies of mine were brainstorming, and we're like, I wanted to make it like boater of the day. I don't know if you remember the page Kook of the day. That was
Yes.
kind of
From Surfer Magazine. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I almost went with that, but I didn't because I was like, yeah, it's too close to Kook of the day. Let's try to avoid that. So like I don't know, the qualified captain came to mind. Let's be sarcastic about it. Like, hey, this guy's qualified. So that's kind of how it all started.
Is it crazy to you? Because speaking of a kook of the day and like Jerry of the day is like in skiing terms, a Jerry.
Jackass of the day,
Yeah.
I think, is how it started.
And like these terms are, we all use them in society now. And then like qualified captain has become that in our pop culture. Is that crazy
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah, no, it's funny. I'll be on the water on my boat, just relaxing, with the family, and I'll hear somebody yell qualified, and they're like, I'm looking at to my left, it's a guy flying the flag with another boat aground, and it's funny. We just sit there and soak it all in. So,
Yeah.
so it's built like you said. I mean, it's like a culture now of you don't want to be that jackass on the water. So people are I swear I think people are kind of educating themselves a little bit better and realizing, hey, people are watching everything you do out there. It's a different world today. Like be like aware of what's going on in the water.
Well, okay, I'm going to get to that in a second, but just the psychology behind your content and like boat fails and qualified captain videos. I'm using like a term that is your business, but it's funny because I enjoy consuming the content, and a lot of my friends do. We'll put up qualified captain and just watch it on TV and as a group scenario and laugh at it.
It's kind of taken its place as Floridians as like America's Funniest Home Video.
So the funny part about it to me is I'm a boater, and I grew up around boats, and I've done a lot of the stuff that I'm laughing at. And but I'll still be like, you idiots. And I did that when I started. And I think so many of the boaters, especially here in Florida, have that in common where you may have taken an online course, but let's be honest, like you just got out there on your boat and you made a lot of these mistakes, and a lot of them weren't on video, especially boating in the early 2000s and stuff. Like we're all run aground and all this stuff, and like no one saw us but our friends and other boaters around us, but we all made these mistakes, and somehow we all love just watching people make the mistakes again.
For sure.
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot better. I still to this day run the page because like I said, I worked on the water for half my life, so I know different situations. I know what's like, what's an honest mistake versus what's an easily preventable mistake. So we try to definitely clean that up a little bit more since I started doing this full time. Like my mission was like, all right, let's try to educate these people a little bit, but we also want to keep the youth entertained and engaged, right? And you can't just be doing that by like pointing a finger and educating them. Like that's why I'm still trying to make it laughable and humorous, but also wake people up. And there's people die every weekend on the water, man. It's sad, but at the same time, like I said, if I can keep the youth engaged and entertained, they'll at the same time we get a lot of respect from them showing me like, hey, I learned this weekend, or I put this life jacket over here, stuff like that. We want to make it look cool to be a safe captain on the water.
Aaron, I was about to say this, and I believe this 100%. I believe you are responsible for more safety in the waters than any Coast Guard or local municipality with boat cops, because more people are afraid to end up in qualified captain than in jail.
Oh, I'd rather talk to a cop. I'd way rather talk to a cop than have you video me. Oh my God, me putting the trailer down the ramp. I don't need that. I'll go talk to the cop.
Or have my kids ride on the bow of my boat with their feet dangling, and like stupid things that you're right. Like people die every year from these mistakes, and I think that stopped them rather than like actually learning the laws or like realizing it's dangerous. Had to have your kids ride on the bow of your boat with their feet dangling in the water.
Well, yeah, and all these state-approved online courses don't really teach you these kind of little things that aren't really required. I mean, you and I could go buy a $200,000 boat and turn the key and go. And these boats have like 6, 7, a lot of horsepower on them now, and that's why we're just showing them like, hey, just because this isn't a law, you shouldn't do it. Have some boating etiquette, and not many people know that except for like people like me, you, experienced boaters, and I think just sharing the content, it's opening up a lot of eyes, not just to our followers, but a lot of definitely, officials in charge. So we do a lot of work with first responders, the wildlife, the Coast Guard. And I think, we're definitely seeing some change in the industry.
Well, Aaron, before you lump me in with the experienced boaters, I could end up on the qualified captain this weekend.
That's true.
Like, Daniel's been on the boat with me.
God.
I don't do some of the the egregiously stupid things that
we've,
are on there.
We've been left the plug out a couple of times. Let's say the straps.
Yeah. But there could definitely be a video of my boat aground sideways because the tide went out so far, and I forgot that the tide was going out.
Well, you were having such a good time.
Or I ran aground in an oyster bed because I'm not paying attention. Anyway.
Aaron, do you get a lot of pushback because you are dealing with people that are like, I'm guessing, do people just submit footage to you, or like, how do you get the majority of your content? And then I guess the follow up to that is, do you get a lot of pushback or any pushback from people that are like, yo, like kind of like the Live PD or On Patrol Live, where people are like, well, I don't want to be on this. I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. First of all the content, not all of it, but I'd say 95% of it's coming from other people that are sending it to us.
Gotcha.
Some of them don't, like you said, don't want to be involved at all. Some of them are sending it to me for a big public service announcement, like, hey, get this out to the public, get this guy off the water, or
right.
Hey, there's a floating log over here by this channel marker, watch out for that, stuff like that. But no, the funny content though, I started this thing just this year. I was like, I don't know if you see like the weekend recap where we just go over like a carousel of everything that's going on the weekend. And some of it's just mind blowing, man. And it's like, it's always something new. I think I'm never going to run out of content. You're always going to see something new.
I know. So tell us about some of the crazier videos that you've seen. So like, what are some of the videos that like, it's too far, you won't refuse to post?
Oh, yeah.
Is there like, because I'm sure there's lots of that, right?
Dude, I got a whole folder full that I can't post. I sent it to me, but I mean, I'm like, I can't even probably say. I would just say people that are completely naked, running around, just doing crazy shit on the water. A lot of drunk idiots making dumb mistakes, and then honestly, the other half, like that's kind of the funny part. The other part that I can't show is like serious traumatic incidences on the water. I've seen stuff like really ugly situations that could have been prevented easily. And these people aren't even drunk. They're just not educated. Right. They did a study that was like more than like 50% of the accidents on the water recently have been from non-educated boat owners, and they're not even drunk. Now, like on the other side, all the drunk stuff is just is funny and not funny, but like I don't know, man. I get a mix of everything, and it's definitely an interesting industry because a lot of people want to buy a boat, they want to be on the water, but they don't want to take the time to learn. And hey, and that's how you end up on Qualified Captain.
So, Aaron, like going back to your business and Qualified Captain as a business, because we kind of understand that we started as a podcast. And we kind of, we were small business.
Yeah, we're a small business.
Independent of anybody. Yeah. And so I know you sell, a bunch of merch on your site as well. And so what other, like, things when did you what was the tipping point for when you turned it into your full-time business?
Yeah, so in 2020, when COVID took off, which shut everything down, everybody bought a boat.
Yes.
So that's when Qualified Captain took off, and we had a good merch line going. And I left my job. I had a couple sales reps helping us out. My sister works for me full time, and we just started selling merch to a bunch of different dealers. So now we got dealers all over the country pushing Qualified Captain. We still have online, but then I started doing just these past 2 years, doing partnerships with a lot of boating safety equipment, like ACR, who makes EPIRBs, Garmin. Mustang Survival, the Coast Guard.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, like a huge list of people. And then I hired a videographer this year for the first time, started my own podcast. So it's been cool, man. I've been doing like different stuff like that. We've been touring Coast Guard stations, kind of showing the lifestyle, what it's like to be in the Coast Guard. I'm going to do a project next year where we're going to go tour different captain jobs all over the world. And like, you ever watch like Mike Rowe at Dirty Jobs?
Yeah.
Similar to that, like captain jobs though, and tour all over the place like that. Man, I wish I started doing more media content like that in the past, but I mean, the Qualified Captain entertaining side on social media is running, like I got that going smoothly now. So we're trying to branch out into like the culture of not just boating, but the whole maritime industry and anything that has to do with the water is like, I want qualified captain to kind of take over.
And there's been so many copycats and of your content.
There's too many.
And I don't even want to say, like people know because especially the algorithm now, if you're into boat fail videos or you're into qualified captain, you get avalanche of other influencers trying to do the same thing. So I'm wondering when that happens, do you do business with them? Do you stay away? Do they reach out to you? How does that work when you're in the same world?
I stay away. I think we're one of the OGs of doing this, I've got people back from still when I first started telling me, hey man, I remember when you first started, I've got the original t-shirt, original flag, and they'll send me a picture. I don't know, man. I think we're just so far into it already that we have such a good fan base and a good reputation. Like I said, these other guys are doing a great job too. Wavy Boats, he posts some funny stuff, but we're kind of a totally different brand, I'm really trying to focus on the lifestyle and the culture in the industry, but also, like I said, we got to keep the kids entertained and engaged. And that's the main focus to build a better boating community in 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a specific video that is your end-all be-all, the greatest qualified captain video of all time, and for a fact that this is your, what's the one video that
you like the most?
All right, so there was this one, and I'll try to find it, I'll send it to you guys. There was this one last year, we gave them, every year we try to find the boat ramp champion of each year. So last year in 2024, there was this guy, and I think it was somewhere around Sarasota, I'd have to check. But man, I've got 3 videos of them trying to get the boat out of the water. They failed 2 or 3 times. The boat's freaking bouncing all around. It's just 2 guys drunk, smoking cigarettes, throwing them the cigarettes in the water.
Oh, I've seen all the
cigarettes in the water. Yeah.
I've seen it. They're falling.
Then the one part where he's the boat kept on sliding off, and these guys are hammered, and he's holding on to the back, the tailgate of the truck. I don't know if you remember this.
We played it on the show.
He fails, hits his nuts right on the thing.
Yes.
We made a whole T-shirt out of that and we sold out of them in a week.
Okay. So Aaron, I'm sure you're familiar with this, but there's a guy down in Miami that just sits at boat ramp now.
It's at
Miami Chicho.
What's the ramp though? You've told me before.
It's Black Point.
You're right. I've seen that.
Black Point Marina, and it's funny because I remember in a day, even when I was a kid, people used to set up lawn chairs at Black Point Marina and watch it. And people put in their boats.
Turkey. I thought he took me there to show me. People were having a hard. He has a friend that took me there. He's like, hey, this is where people get into fights over the boat ramp.
So with boat fail content being so hot that now videographers are just showing up at boat ramps and being so now as a boater you're putting in your boat and now you got the pressure of a bunch of people filming you like the paparazzi, and I'm wondering if you heard of this becoming a thing.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I feel like it really only is going on in South Florida. I don't know how these guys have the time and day to just sit there with drones, and if they're making money doing it, I guess so.
But no, because the content, you don't understand, Aaron. I grew up in South Florida. They don't even have driver's licenses. Screw any sort of boating education. They've towed their boat with no driver's license. It is the Wild West down there when it comes to boats. There's so many and I guess some of them are being priced out and everything, but. It is crazy down in Miami.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one video, I've clear as day. I remember that was I told my sister, I'm like, oh, we got to make a T-shirt out of this. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I had 2 or 3 videos of it, but yeah, no, Boat Ramp Champ was the title. We claimed that. I even had that thing trademarked as soon as I got it. I was like, Lauren, we gotta. We made a beer called Boat Ramp Champ. We partnered with a brewery with that, and that right there just settled with qualified captain. And everybody asked me, it's the number one question people ask, how does the truck end up in the water? And yeah, it's still unbelievable how often. It's every weekend.
So nice cars too. I think you guys may have had an Escalade 2 weeks ago or last week.
Oh yeah.
And it was it's an $85,000 vehicle just ruined, destroyed.
Yep.
So Aaron, just because me and Daniel are in, I guess, the influencer business, we've run a podcast for more than a decade. we know some of the money, and I can kind of do some predictions. You got 1.6 million followers.
Yeah. I know you got some of that qualified jet ski money. I know you can buy a qualified jet ski.
We just about 5 minutes ago hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
So that's the point where you start making money too, like good money. Anyway, and this has nothing to do with any personal questions like that. I'm just saying that I imagine you're a boater, you have a nice boat. So then how much pressure do you feel to not make a mistake while you're out boating? Because I'm sure your friends and family, they're just waiting for you.
I hope you're like Ashton Kutcher. You lock up their phones. No phones on the boat. Like
no. Trust me. So I've got a 33-foot Onslow Bay.
Okay.
And I run it all the way. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, right out of Wrightsville Beach.
Nice.
And my logo's on the boat, so everybody knows who I am here. And when I pull up, there's this one bar and restaurant we love to stop at. It's called Dockside, and it can be tricky at an incoming or outgoing tide, and I love it though. Like, I know everybody's watching. I see phones look like they're ready for me to just screw up.
Yeah. I imagine like everybody at the bar.
But that makes him a good captain because I feel like he's like, I like the pressure. I'm doing it.
That's what I'm saying. I do like the pressure, and if you have the confidence, honestly, that's what makes you like a good boater. I mean, a lot of people panic, and I'm telling you, this is like a huge tip from someone like me who, like I said, I was a sea tow captain for a while. Like, have confidence. Don't when you panic, and that's when you're gonna screw up. You know?
Well, I'm panicking because if they give me a breathalyzer, I'm going to jail.
yeah, that too.
And I should have called Cito because I'm too drunk to drive this boat. By the way,
I mean, hey, shit's gonna happen, but like I said, you gotta just go in there confident and practice and yeah, you'll be fine.
Here's a fun fact for you, Captain. I have been pulled by a sea tow vessel on his boat more than I've just been on his boat.
Hey, have you done any like marketing with sea tow? I know you said you got some partnerships with boat brands.
On right here.
Okay,
yeah. There you go.
But no, yeah, Cito's been I've been great friends with them. Obviously, I work with them, but yeah, no, we offer our followers a discount on a membership. So yeah, man, it's Cito all day. We got the biggest franchise actually in the country is right here at Wrightsville Beach. Great folks.
I didn't know that.
It is actually a good deal. I've always been a member of Cito. Just because, if I had older boats my entire boating career.
You have a nice boat now.
Yeah, but it's older, It's like you started, I'm like, this thing was like right after 9/11.
Yeah.
It's like not that.
We call it mission
old.
accomplished.
Yeah. But I've always got Cito because I'm like, man, if I am stranded because I, didn't do the maintenance I was supposed to, I let my boat sit for too long, everything like 90% of boaters do, like someone will come and tow me out. Like if I didn't have Cito, like I'd be really screwed. Like who's I'm gonna call the boat towing?
Aaron, what is your opinion of like boating clubs? Because for a while, Tom and I belonged to a boating club. And he knew what he was doing, but I had basically been given the keys to a whole marina of killing machines that I can just get in and just floor it and just like whatever I want, big as I want. Like, do you are they good?
Like Freedom Boat Club, for example, like, every franchise is going to be different, right? Like there's a lot of franchises I like, there's some that I don't. Freedom Boat Club, though, I mean, I got it. Like a lot of people talk a lot of shit on them. I think they got a decent reputation. They are educating their members. I mean, you have to. You got the freaking logo on there, man. It's on you. It'll ruin your brand if something bad happens. So, like, I don't know, man. It's a great idea, great concept, but you got to be careful who you let run those boats. That's just my opinion.
I just like them because I hammer it. I look over the side. I see freedom on the side. I'm like, yeah, freedom. I'm all about freedom.
Aaron, how careful do you have to be to stay away from politics? Because
great question.
We stay away from politics and like on our podcast just because it's so divisive and like we just don't want to deal with anything like that. But in the boating community, like I'm out there, they love flags and we know which one.
Yeah.
And but then you start getting anywhere close to that, and just like is that something you stay away from?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't get too deep into it. If I'm going to, I get involved with like new laws that are in effect with the maritime industry, or like I don't know. We do some work with like local fisheries. We got a lot of following in that, but no, most of it's like, hey, if there's a new law in effect on the water, here it is. Like, what are your thoughts? Pay attention, or stuff like that. Nothing. I'm not like we try to stay away from the main politics.
We do too.
It's easier.
That's not what I want to think about when I'm on the water. I want to think about freedom and going fast.
Well, and that's the thing about boating. That's why everybody likes to get on the water. It's a time to get away, especially if you're going offshore fishing. You lose cell phone service, and just put the phone away for a little while.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, Aaron, thanks so much. And really, last question. I wrote it down. It was like you mentioned that your sister works full-time with you. How big is your team there at the Qualified Captain? I think a lot of people, they thought maybe you guys are giant or, it's funny.
Well, I think a lot of people, even the chat room was like, whoa, he's still in control of the website and stuff. Yeah, you're hearing him tell you.
No, yeah, so we're actually really small. I still to this day, like I said, run the phone. I don't trust really anybody yet to do that. It's like, it's kind of I'm the author, if you will. I write all the captions, everything.
Yeah.
So like I stay with that. I've got my mom, my sister, and one other girl that works at the office. They do all the wholesale and retail fulfillment. And then I hired a videographer. He's kind of part-time as of now, but I think he'll lead to full-time. And then besides that, we've probably got about 24 sales representatives throughout the country selling our merch. But man, other than that though, like there's really only about 4 of us full-time committed to this. And we work our asses off. Like I said, we're still a small mom and pop business for people listening, to keep that in mind. So.
That's cool, man.
It's funny because I was tricked by that. And I'm wondering if a lot of other people are, where when I was in contact with you, like when I first started emailing you back and forth, I thought you were the host of the podcast or like an employee of the Qualified Captain. Like in my mind,
you cast a big shadow, man.
It was way big. Like I was like, oh, this, someone bought this and a big media company is running it.
I'm talking to Viacom right now.
And then Daniel's like, no, I think he's the founder and CEO. Like he started it. I'm like,
it's Aaron, right? And like, I was like, I think that's the guy I talked to. I think this is the dude.
So how many people think the Qualified Captain is bigger than it is?
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess a lot, because when we go to trade shows, people are always, impressed that it's just a small amount of us. I mean, we're now competing with big brands in the stores. We're trying to get the real estate in stores like West Marine and like Ron John's and stuff like that. So
promise me something though. You got to promise me something. Don't do like Old Salt Life and murder your girlfriend.
Oh, why would you say that?
Don't do that. That's a rough one.
That was wild. I saw that. Well, we're going to try to be a different brand than a lot of these. Like I told my sister, who's our designer, we're never going to put a fish on a t-shirt. It's so saturated,
I like that. No fish.
We're going to stay like the nautical theme, and just build a better, safer community in the water, and but also like have fun doing it, entertain people. It's all good to have a laugh, and I'm also going to teach people like a lot of different job opportunities that are out there. It's such a big industry. Like forget just recreational boaters. Like there's so much out there, man, that not a lot of people know. And I'm like really, really stoked to start sharing that on YouTube.
One of our major listeners, and he's been one of our paid subscribers. He's called in multiple times, is a tugboat captain. And we talk to him all the time. His name is Clark, the tugboat captain. He called into our show when we were discussing, do you remember when the Mexican Navy hit the bridge and then the people, we had him call in because he like was around that area and knew some of the
tugboats were involved in
and some of the tugs that were involved in that. So there are tons of opportunity and tons of great job. He loves his job and he talks about it all the time. So I can't wait to follow your captain show. That's going to be killer.
Yeah, man. We just did a podcast last week. I didn't launch it yet, but we did one with the tugboat captain that towed the SS United States from Philadelphia all the way to Destin, Florida, where they're going to sink for an AR. And that story is badass, man. And like we did the podcast up in the wheelhouse of the boat he towed with. Yeah, man, there's some cool salty dogs out there that, they're old school, man. They don't even know what Instagram or Facebook is.
Right, yeah. And they probably keep it that way. It's better. It's just, you don't need to go poison your existence with that. Aaron, thanks for the time, man. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we get to talk to you sometime soon again.
Yeah, man. No, absolutely. Thank you guys, man. And yeah, if you ever need anything, just reach out, man. And yeah, I enjoyed it.
Awesome, man. We
Appreciate
appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, man.
See
ya.
you, man. That is Aaron Stasiak, the qualified captain.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool that he's running it like we are. You know, small business, has some few employees to help him out, and that's it.
How does he keep his employees?
It's his sister, her family.
You should have hired your sister.
I know.
Wait a minute. She needs a job right now.
Yeah.
Get her in here.
No,
She's good.
She'll be telling me I'm doing it all wrong. I don't need another van. Vans don't get along.
What if you put her as the business van? Now, I know this is going to be hard, but
No,
you
then
give up
I
and you
can't
go
get-
back to full-time clown van.
No.
Can you? Do you have it in you to go back to full-time clown van? Because when I met you were clown van. There wasn't a business bone in your body. Then you went to stupid UCF, ruined everything.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, I didn't learn anything there. Like
You've created your own business way to do business.
Or
All of the business ideas that I see you run the numbers and you do with Tracy, and then we talk about it. That's all you. Nobody told you to do that.
Well, maybe I did learn it from them. I'm so narcissistic.
Okay, hold
I'm
on.
giving
Let's go down
myself
this
crap.
path.
Yeah. Because what if I mean I got a degree, a business degree,
Yeah.
and it's so big, it hasn't failed. Like it has to be something, right? Like it has to teach you something.
They can say, and this is going to burn you up. This has got to make you angry.
Well, maybe not.
UCF can say that you went and you got a business degree and you now run one of Orlando's and a one-of-one professional podcasting house and radio show. Like you, and you've done it successfully.
Yeah.
They can claim that. They can, because you provide as a professional podcaster and you are a business. So, so the college checks out is what I'm saying.
Yeah. They can say this
that.
is what we produce.
You're not a failure.
Yeah.
You're not.
10
People
years.
want you to be, but you are not. And people want me to be too. They want me to be too. They hate us.
Yeah. But I often look at this and like there's something missing here. So there's something
like we're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Or not even that. It's just like it had to have been easy enough for the Bumble and Magoo through it that it wasn't.
We tricked people, man.
That not even they were trick people. But it just wasn't. I can't give myself any credit because I just know the truth of what.
About who you are, because you're the only person that knows who you really are.
Yeah. So then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, no way, like something. It had to have all been too easy, and like Magoo, and then people
so at
felt
the
bad.
end of the night, you walk into the bathroom.
Yeah.
You slowly turn on the light, splash a little water in your face, wipe your face with a clean cloth, and you stare into the mirror. You look into your own eyes, and you are the only person that knows how terrible you truly are. Is that kind of what you're...
Yeah, that's what I think. Then I have to believe.
Okay, all right, yeah. I think we figured it out.
I think we figured it out. So speaking of terrible people, someone put a video on the BDM Facebook page. And by the way, if you want to be on the BDM Facebook page, you have to be a BDM and just email us and we'll put you on there.
Well, you have to sign up first, and that's $2.95 gets you in the door, and you can get extra shows. But you can sign up at tomanddan.com/registration. Use the love meter, and you can go all the way up to $10.95 if you really like the show.
So there's another influencer that was making a video how he said that he gets enjoyment out of making cameo videos or putting ridiculous things and having celebrities or influencers say those things.
Sure.
And he posted it, and it was of the
You want me to
Island
play
Boy.
it?
Yeah, play it again.
All right, let me see if I can find it here. You showed it to me on the BDM Facebook page.
And so basically, this influencer, I'm guessing he's an influencer. What this guy sends a cameo request to one of the Island Boys.
Well, anybody is like influencer now, right? Like, I kind of feel like this guy, he does look like an influencer, though. He has like the look of an influencer.
Yeah. So
all right, hold on.
So Daniel will play the audio from the video, but so then it made us question our opinion of the Island Boys.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I'm gonna try and replay this here. This is the
and you'll see why in a
original video from Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Jesus. How come this isn't playing?
There's Facebook. So
how do you get the sound on the goddamn Facebook? Oh my God. Oh, double man. If I double man?
No. We can edit this out too, because this is
How come it's not playing?
You may have to send yourself the video.
Sometimes when I'm bored, I buy cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of.
So we'll start.
And this is one that I
because we
here we go.
All right, so here's the video, and we'll tell you what he actually put in the prompt.
Sent to the Island Boys.
Hi, Island Boys. My daughter Chloe is a big fan of you. She's 19.
Oh, you want to start it over? So you can't restart a video on Facebook. It gives you no. It's like here, you just have to take it where you get it, and now I got to go in and edit that too. God damn, Facebook! What are you doing?
And why do they do it like
I
that?
don't understand why you do that. Here, let me see if I can reload it and then hopefully get some sound out of this. Okay, here. Oh my God! I'm done with it. I get it. I'm done with it. I am done with it.
Oh man.
Where's the goddamn volume control? Yeah, this guy's an influencer. His name is Jimmy Clifford.
Okay.
And okay, here, this may start it. No, it's not gonna. Oh no, I got it. I got it to work this time.
Okay.
I got it to work.
I can think.
Okay, hold on. Now let me see if I can back it up. All right, I'm going in. Here we go.
I cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of. And this is one that I just sent to the Island Boys.
Hi, Island Boys. My daughter Chloe is a big fan of you. She's 19 and just got her first yeast infection. Can you give her a pep talk about how this means she's a real woman now?
Hey, Chloe, I heard you're a big fan of the Island Boys. So, yeah, you an island girl. I heard you're dealing with your first yeast infection. You feel embarrassed. Yeah, it's a very normal thing. It happens all the time. Do not be ashamed of it. Let me tell you something. I've dated girls that had yeast infections like 10, 11 times in a matter of a month.
Whoa.
It happens. A yeast infection is very normal. Do not be embarrassed. Just don't tell people about it. It's okay. Just tell someone that you trust, and that's pretty much it. Get it fixed, and that's that.
You get it fixed. Yeah, you know what?
That was.
He handled that like a goddamn ninja dad, right? Like that's he normalized it.
Yeah, the comments under the video, like Summer and a bunch of other BDMs.
I can't hate on that.
They were like, that was a very mature response.
He also didn't put so
it makes me like him more.
He didn't put enough heat. He put the right amount of heat on it. You know what I mean? Like he put the right amount of emphasis, meaning that it's not that big of a deal because it's not.
Yeah.
It's really not. I don't think I could do this.
Yeah, me and Daniel, we had to look at ourselves, and then if we got that cameo request, we would have been like, and then we're like, we are worse people than the Island Boys. It has to be true. Because if someone wrote that to us,
he did a great job.
First we'd be like, screw you, you're trying to trick us. You would be yelling at
your daughter shouldn't be listening to this. You're a bad parent. Boo, boo.
Then we'd just be making fish jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Then at some point I'm yelling, lock her up for no reason.
It made me think, like, all right, how.
Which one is this? Is this Fly Soldier?
I don't know.
Or what's the other? It was Fly Soldier and the other one.
And it makes me realize, and I kind of knew this already, but we got to really think to ourselves, like, is this the person that is being portrayed on this social media? Like, what picture have I painted that is not true? You know, like this guy seemingly has it together enough to not yell fish.
Because that is what I want.
I mean, that's embarrassing.
My daughter just got her first. If Andrea came in and goes, "Hey, Macy just got her first yeast infection," I'm like, "Ah!" I'm not gonna be like, "You're a real island girl."
Tell someone you trust.
I also like that he sang it. He did a little singing. So he goes, like, I'm an island boy, and you're a fan of me. That makes you an island girl.
Yeah.
You got your first yeast infection, and you're a little bit embarrassed and scared.
And then I was like, yes, this is exactly what I thought.
And then he paused, and he's like, Okay, let me level with you. A yeast infection, not that big of a deal. Tell somebody you trust. Don't make a big deal about it. Go to the doctor and get it taken care of. Look, man, I've been through this 10, 11 different times within a month. Not a big deal.
Yeah. Like he said what a therapist would say. Right.
He's incredibly well-adjusted man, this island boy. Fly Soldier. I think that is Fly Soldier. He's more well-adjusted than you are. I can't speak for me. Only my therapist can. But I would imagine that he's more well-adjusted than both of us.
It can't be true, though.
Well, that's not the advice you would have given Maisie if somebody came to you that trusted you. If you have family members that are younger females. If they came to you and asked about a yeast infection, I'm not even going to say the name because I don't even want to get that close to the sun.
No, I've heard.
If you had a family member come to you and ask about that,
I don't even know what that is. Honestly,
me neither.
I'm just like that's a female problem that you need to go.
You got to get the Vagisil.
Yeah. I don't even know. It's on the internet. The internet knows. When ChatGPT knows way more. I'm gonna tell my boys just ask ChatGPT. It knows everything.
If you get a yeast infection, boys can get yeast infections too. They can.
Anyway, when I saw that, I was like, God damn. I have to remind myself not to get caught up in this narrative of people that are on the internet.
What do you mean? Like you felt bad about judging the Island Boys?
Because
look, a clock is right, twice a day. You know what I mean?
No, I know. This doesn't mean that he's a great person and whatever. It just, I didn't even think he had it in him to say something like that.
Right.
A mature.
I didn't think he knew. Look, if I don't know what a yeast infection is, I'll bet my feet that the Island Boys don't know what a yeast infection is.
But he handled it in a mature, adult way that I didn't think he was capable of even doing.
Does he have kids?
I think he does,
he's too dumb to be funny, I feel like. Right?
yeah.
He's too dumb to handle that he's too dumb to yell fish. Because only real geniuses.
Oh, is that what
Yeah, hold on. Let me spin this narrative.
Okay, only genius yell fish?
Because we know what a yeast infection is, and we yell fish in order to blind ourselves and distract ourselves from how terrible and complex it truly is. That's what it is.
Anyway, I didn't think he had it in him.
It does make me mad that the Island Boys are better than us. They're better people than us.
They can't be though. But based on this one cameo,
this is a litmus test. This is a easy litmus test. You can ask your friend if you had to sit down with a teen woman and explain to her.
Play it again. Oh, we gotta play it again one more time.
Okay.
Because listen. It goes right at the beginning. You're like, oh, this is exactly what I expected. And then
I buy cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of. And this is one that I just sent to the Island Boys.
Hi, Island Boys. My daughter Chloe is a big fan of you. She's 19 and just got her first yeast infection. Can you give her a pep talk about how this means she's a real woman now?
I like how he sings
Hey,
it.
Chloe, I heard you're a big fan of the Island Boys. So, yeah, you an island girl. I heard you're dealing with your first yeast infection. You feel embarrassed. Yeah, it's a very normal thing. It happens all the time. Do not be ashamed of it. Let me tell you something. I've dated girls that had yeast infections like 10, 11 times in a matter of a month.
Ooh.
It happens. A yeast infection is very normal. Do not be embarrassed.
I mean...
Oh, yeah. Besides,
You've been laying it down, dog. Like 10, 11 times in a month.
But that could actually make a person feel better, even if it's exaggerated.
Do you think he was lying a little bit to make her feel
Yeah,
better?
maybe. Like, this man is
that
compassionate.
Really makes him a good person.
I know.
Yeah.
He's lying.
He's laying himself on the train tracks in order to save a stranger.
Yeah, I know.
They gave him $80.
Is it $80?
I think it's like $80. Somebody looked it up.
Just don't tell people about it. It's okay. Just tell someone that you trust, and that's pretty much it.
Do you have to tell somebody you trust? I think he got that part wrong. I'd like to weigh in on that.
He just said, but that's what a therapist would say.
Right.
If you're going to tell someone you trust. Don't tell the kids at school. They're going to be yelling it out.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell Tommy Van.
Oh, my God. Don't tell Danny Dennis. My God.
Yeah,
He'll be doing a whole skit. He'll be doing, he'll be doing a voice. I'm a yeast infection. Yeah, I'm a fish. Right? I'd be doing a voice.
On the podcast.
Yeah, I'd be dressed up like a yeast infection.
Yeast bread, I don't know.
Yeast bread, I don't know. Yeast bread, I don't know. Let's get out of here. We've done
right.
a lot of bad today.
Happy
Labor
Day. Yeah,
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
For the troops. What is this? Is this one
No,
for the troops? Okay.
Labor Day. Work.
Okay. Thanks to the qualified captain for being on the show.
Yep.
All right.
That's funny.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye, guys. Have
See
a
ya.
good. We got to do an intro and that.